YouTube, what is going on? So Review Kicks here, back with another quick deep dive review. As you see on the table today is going to be something a little bit different. I'm going back to the past. This shoe released January 24, 2024. Okay. As you see, it is going to be in a little different Move to Zero box, of course. I don't know if you guys remember this model, but yes. Let's take a quick little look at the shoe we are going to be talking about today. Real quick is the Air Jordan 38 Chinese New Year. Of course, colorway is going to be that cedar and metallic gold grain, size 8. What is going on? Once again, like I said, the shoe did release January 24, 2024. Price tag was $200. How you guys doing? So Review Kicks here. It is March 1st, 2026. I'm out here just buying some time. I got some shoes coming, and in the meantime, I figure let's talk about some non-classical Jordan models here. You know, one day these shoes are going to be retro. They're not retro yet, of course. They're 2 years old, but nonetheless, they're still a beautiful model, beautiful shoe. I just want to go back down memory lane. They were a quick pickup. I did find these guys in retailers deep stock. I'm not going to give you the retailer's name, but I am an avid, I watch the stocks, you know what I mean? Like I see shoes that have just been sitting there. I'll go into the back stock of some of these retailers. The shoes are just sitting there. At the same time, you could get these shoes for a discounted price. I don't even care about that, you know. I'd rather just pay full price for the shoe. It doesn't matter if you could get them for 40 bucks on StockX or whatever it be. To me, I'd rather just pay for what the shoe was. You know, at least the person who sold the shoe is not going to lose out. At least he's getting a retail price, right? So anyways, let's get into the shoe. First off, you are going to see that brown cardboard box, and this is about the time that Jordan and Nike decided to move to zero. They were using 20% less material to make, or 20% material was used to make these products and shoes. As you see here, Move to Zero is Nike's journey towards zero carbon and zero waste to help protect the future of sport. You're going to have Jordan signature on the side. And going on to the side, there's more. This product is made with at least 20% recycled content by weight, which reduces waste and our carbon footprint. Okay, kind of different. You are going to have that little Jordan hit right there, and the all-time design and engineered for the greatest of all logo right there. Okay, taking a look at the box, we do have a couple more items there. It's going to say it in a couple languages. Scan to learn more. Of course, and copyright information is also down at the bottom. Opening the box, of course, beautiful box. Ooh, so the shoe was nicknamed the Year of the Dragon, of course, because it came out during the time Chinese New Year, where it was the Year of the Dragon, of course. All right, opening the box, you are going to have a couple pieces of paper. You are going to have that dragon print on that paper, which is pretty sick. And then you are going to have that beautiful shoe in that cedar metallic gold color. Wow. Okay, look at that. And of course you are going to have that hang tag that tells you more about the recycled material, of course. Yeah, look at that bad boy. Quick little look at the shoe. Not seeing anything else on the box. No YCM sticker, but we are going to have a box size of 330 by 235 by 120. I do have a lock code right on the lid. And real quick, top side view, as always, you're going to see that side profile shot with the scales. The mesh is supposed to look like the scales on the dragon. Along with the packaging, of course, you have an included accessory, which is pretty neat. Take a look at that graphic. Jordan hit, little dragon. Okay. Upon opening, you are going to be met with some beads. Okay. Pretty sweet. They do make this beautiful sound. Okay. Alright. Well, getting back to the shoe. I'm going to pick up the one without the hang tag there. Oh my. Yes, sir. Oof. Beautiful shoe. of course, slept on. People just, it wasn't a retro. People didn't care about the technology that the shoe was bringing, the lightness of the shoe. Yeah, I mean, the same thing that's happening with the 40 right now. But these shoes are, they're light as hell, man. Beautiful shoe. All right, so we're first going to talk about the colorway. Okay, the colorway, this cedar color, okay, which is like a vibrant red, considered to be a lucky color in Chinese culture, complemented by, you are going to see the green color, which is supposed to be jade, okay. The jade is on the tongue, on the laces, and on the midsole, and on the bottom as well. And then you are going to have that metallic gold for good fortune, apparently. Okay, on the tongue hit and on the back. Okay, and I believe some of the cream and the contrast stitched hair that you see there in gold. Okay, so we are going to have a combination of suede, mesh, and textile, of course, on this model for the upper and the whole general construction of the shoe. This shoe has, it's claimed to have baked in heritage details, 41 cross hatches on the collar here, represent Jordan's 41 points per game average during the 93 series. 3 diamonds on the medial side symbolize the Bulls' third consecutive championship. I don't know if they're talking about the 3 diamonds here. I'm looking for the 3 diamonds, possibly here. I'm not too sure. I don't know. You guys figure it out. Also, the shoe actually, it's called the 38 for a reason. It actually takes inspiration from the Jordan 8, of course. Signature X plate. The signature X plate was like a nod, and you're going to see it on the bottom here, was a nod for the straps of the Jordan 8, of course. Right? Other than that, it is going to feature the full-length Zoom Air Strobel unit and Cushlon 3.0 foam, of course, to provide a bouncy response feel and impact protection on the player's foot. The stability, basically it debuted the X-plate technology, which helps keeps the player's foot secure over the footbed during sharp pivotal and lateral movements, okay? Or pivots and lateral movements, I apologize. Traction, of course, is going to feature a semi-translucent outsole with a radial herringbone pattern. You are going to see how it moves upwards, okay? For court control, of course. Alright, well, enough with that. Let's take a look at the shoe in hand. Actually, like I said, it's beautiful. Little nods here. Love it. Let's take a look at the inside. Of course, this is the greatest time ever when they were actually putting cardboard shoe trees in there. The real stuff. But yeah. Anyways, you are going to have, there's no laces. You are going to have that jade or that green lace to go with the shoe. I've never actually taken out the insole of a 38, so I'm going to do that right now. I did go ahead and remove the insole. This is what your insole is going to look like. I feel like I do recall seeing this type of insole before. You're going to have some type of numbers right there. Okay, but this camouflage looking stuff is crazy. I've seen this before, but you're going to have that Jordan sign that comes with the charm as well on the heel. Okay, taking a look at the stitching on the inside. I don't know if you guys can make that out. Nice and clean there. Nice and clean. Taking a look at that size tag. How proper and clean that looks. The VP factory. There you go. I did go ahead and release the laces on the left shoe. I am saying that on the left shoe there is no ring or championship, anything. It's just basically plain. That is one difference there. Other than that, the shoe is exactly the same, other than the hang tag that comes with it. Well, as always, if you guys enjoyed today's video content, comment, like, subscribe, share, hype me up, all that good stuff. Every little bit helps the channel grow. And as always, I will catch you guys on the next one.